PDAC 2024, ladies and gentlemen. We are on Toronto Commodity TV for you, and we want to get an update from Fury Gold Mines. And Bryan Atkinson, the Senior Vice President Exploration, is here with us. Bryan, great to see you.
Yeah, great to see you. Yeah.
Thanks for taking the time. Always a pleasure. And it's always good to talk with the guy who is also on the front and in the field. You took Éléonore from Newmont. That's fantastic. I mean, Newmont is divesting a lot of projects, and you have a joint venture with them. So what's your comment on that?
Yeah, no, that Éléonore South project is something we've been, it came into the portfolio in 2020 with the acquisition. And, at that time it was a three-way joint venture. Last year we bought out the third party. This year, with Newmont exiting, we saw an opportunity to take 100% ownership of it. We've got some really good targets along it that we're liking. Some more news coming out this week that'll be on it. So, it's exciting. It's probably some of our most prospective exploration ground that we have in the company, and it's something for the last 3 years we've wanted to be out there drilling. So this year we'll be able to get after it.
Okay, super. You paid $3 million. To me, that looks like I wouldn't say a bargain, but it looks to me like congruent with the market. It was not so expensive, right?
Yeah, if you look at what we bought out the third-party azimuth last year at, so that gave it a valuation of $10 million. So with how the market went over the year, it stayed within line of what the market was. So we paid a discount to the valuation in 2022 of it, and we paid 2023 prices for it. And I think there's a lot of upside on it.
And I think you did just right, because it looks like Friday this week was something like a turning point, maybe, because gold is at 2082. And it could happen maybe the first time that during PDAC things go up, not down.
Well, that would definitely help out for sure. And, as part of the deal, we wound up, with 30 million shares in another company, Synergies Resources. We share the property boundary with them. And, their stocks responded well to it. Our stocks started to respond last week, where we went from 40 to over 50 cents now on the week. So, I think you're right. There's it's potentially really good timing going forward into it, and having some really good exploration ground, adjacent to a mine that's for sale. So that's exciting.
Yeah, definitely. I think also your Eau Claire project is not so far away, so that could be maybe in the future some synergies.
I think so for sure. We're only 57 kilometers away from Éléonore at Eau Claire. We're coming out with an updated resource in April here. And it's still open. So that's going to be exciting. There's already, a power line that basically goes, just to the west of Eau Claire all the way up to and feeds Éléonore. So there's linear infrastructure linking the two. And from what we understand, the metallurgy at Eau Claire works at the mill that's sitting at Éléonore. So, if somebody comes in there and buys Éléonore, they're going to have to look at exploration ground, the nearest resources, and there could potentially be, there's an argument for a consolidation happening in that area for sure.
Okay, super. So that could mean that also somebody comes maybe in and says, hey, you know what, consolidation, we take Éléonore, we take Eau Claire, let's make it big. Would you be, let's say, open for business?
Well, what's the old saying? Everything's for sale for the right price.
That's
right. So as long as we can, we feel it's a win for our shareholders and everything like that, it would be something definitely to, we'd consider, and we'd have to take a hard look at it for sure.
Okay, super. One question, because it was quiet over the last 2-3 years, Nunavut. So what's going on there? I mean, that's a super large property. I think it was the last greenstone belt, which was in the hand of let's say, a smaller company. It's 300 kilometers long, if I'm correct. And so what's might go on there?
Yeah, so no, we're actually going to get up there this year. And, we had that big hit in 2021 that was outside of the resource, outside of the iron formation in a subparallel shear zone. And what we've done over the last couple of years is just gone back to the regional geochemistry and look at some of these anomalies, really good gold and till anomalies, where, in the past we'd gone out and drilled the iron formation looking for another 3 bluffs, but there's these shear zones that are sitting subparallel to those anomalies as well. And we've got all these unexplained gold and till anomalies that are just sitting out there. They're nice and robust and strong, and we've never been able to explain them by drilling the iron formation. But lo and behold, you look at the geophysics, and there's a shear zone that's sort of sitting, 1 to 200 meters away from it, where that could possibly be shedding off these gold anomalies as well. So we're going to go up there this year, get some boots on the ground, walk around, try to develop some drill targets for the future, and it could be some exciting, sort of sampling and sort of mapping news come out of that, but no drilling this year. We want to just kind of ground prep it and be ready for drilling up there. Yeah.
Super. Last but not least, we should talk about silver, because my feeling is silver might be the next uranium, because we are in the 6th year of a deficit, and always in the 6th year in the deficit, something happened.
Yeah.
And it happened very positively. You still have those, I don't know how many shares of Dolly Varden is, like 50, 70 million, something like that?
59.5 million shares in Dolly Varden.
It's quite a lot of money worth. So what could you expect from that? Let's say, what could happen to materialize that?
Yeah, well, if you're following Dolly, they put out some really good results in the last, the last sort of 2 months, coming out of Homestake and out of Dolly Varden. Some really good high grade silver hits, some new discoveries up at Homestake, with high grade gold over pretty significant widths. And Hecla's up their ownership just last year from 10% to just about 16%, 15.6%, right? So Hecla's moving in the right direction there. We hold 22% of the company. So, we're excited for the silver space for sure. And we're excited for the gold space, obviously, with our own properties, but we've got a massive exposure to silver as well there. So, if it is the next uranium, then it's good for us.
Exactly. So the future is bright.
The future is very bright. Yeah.
And you are on the shiny metals. I love it.
Shiny metals.
Fantastic. Super. Bryan, thank you very much for the update. All the best. And look forward to my shareholding here.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Bryan Atkinson, the Senior Vice President, Exploration of Fury Gold Mines. I'm a shareholder of the company, of course, and I think they have done the right deal here with Éléonore. That looks really great. Also, especially, don't forget about Eau Claire. It's really in the neighborhood here with 52 kilometers. And there's a lot of optionality here in the whole company. This is what we like really a lot. And with moving silver and gold prices, I think it's a no-brainer, because the stock price is way too cheap. Check it out. Thanks for watching us, and bye-bye from PDAC 2024.